So we're back again with this edition of Palms Podcast, and today my special guest is Marlon Wayans and Kyle. I have an interesting topic for you guys today. You know, all the recent headlines on Twitter and in the news about R. Kelly and his interview. And yeah, we're going to talk about that and see what everyone thinks on that whole situation. So let's get started.
Yeah.
So Zion, what do you think of the whole R. Kelly thing? Like, what do you think of everything before the interview?
Before the interview,
The
I kind of felt like maybe some of the girls were lying. But I wasn't quite sure. So, I mean, the interview kind of gave me some insight. Yeah. Do I tell after what happened?
I mean, you can say whatever you feel about. Honestly.
Yeah. So after the interview, just his interaction with the interviewer. Yeah, he guilty.
Gail?
Yeah, with Gail.
Gail
King.
So, Kyle, when you first saw the interview, like it released on Twitter, like out of the random, what did you think?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I did not follow any of this situation. The only thing I followed was the aftermath that was on Twitter.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
every time I get on Twitter, I just see everybody cracking jokes on him and all that. You know, I mean, I know the situation is bad.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he is guilty, maybe he's not. I haven't followed it. I have no opinion.
Okay.
But,
Well,
you know, I like his songs.
okay. Well, you know, some people are really like against R. Kelly right now, and then there's also some people that are like, oh, this man is being set up. There's no way he did all these things. And, you know, before the interview, people were like, okay, maybe we might believe him and stuff. But then the documentary came out, and then people were like, oh, R. Kelly's really a bad person, blah, blah, blah. You know, being his past issues that he had with the incident where he was urinating on a female. So it kind of doesn't really shock people that he's, you know, doing things like this right now. It's kind of sad, actually, you know, because he's supposed to be a really good entertainer in the black community, and it just so happens he also happens to be really, really sick. But you know, it's not up to us. We don't make these calls, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But you guys, when you saw like all like the reactions on Twitter and stuff, for all of you that don't know, whenever the interview released, Twitter absolutely went crazy, and they took pieces of the interview and they turned it into GIFs and memes, and R. Kelly is basically being destroyed by Twitter, which has no remorse for anybody. So, like, what do you think of some of the videos that people have put out there?
You know, they were pretty funny, but
Hilarious.
like now that I think about it, it's kind of bad. Because if he really did this, then like, I don't know, just think about the girls out there and how they feeling.
Yeah, I feel like if I was a parent in this situation and I just see people ridiculing the man that is responsible for, you know, holding women captive, I would probably be kind of infuriated, because then it's like, wow, they're not really taking this serious. They're just kind of making fun of the situation when it's more serious than it really is portrayed by the media. And but in my opinion, personally, you know, I saw the videos and I was like listening, I was like, okay, someone that's yelling this much, you know, either he really guilty or he just really, really fed up. Because most of the time, people that, like, for instance, O.J. Simpson, he wasn't yelling at anybody. He was just sitting in court all quiet, and, you know, he was innocent. And so for me to think that R. Kelly innocent and he out here yelling and stuff, it's just not a good look for him. Personally, I don't think he's innocent. You know, there's a lot of evidence coming from it, and his past plays into it as well. So personally, you know, I don't think R. Kelly is going to get out of this one at all. And Twitter has no remorse for anybody, so they're just going to keep hammering on him.
Use your common sense.
Which, yeah, so in the interview, you know, he said use your common sense whenever they were talking about hog-tying people, and he was like, I can't hog-tie people, and it's just, you know, if he did something like that, well, he's crazy. But as far as things go, you know, the R. Kelly situation is going to keep going on for probably a couple more months, and then maybe we'll find out what happens. But for the most part, to the viewers out there, ladies, be careful with these entertainers. If they slide in your DMs, you know, don't let them think that it's okay that they fly you out. and then they just have you stayed up in the house and you can't go nowhere. It's not good. Be smart, be careful, be safe. Thank you for tuning in.